Hello, my wonderful people, viewers and subscribers all over the world. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night, depending on your location at this very point in time. From my own side, it's Sunday already. Happy Sunday to you all, my fans, my viewers and subscribers, and also my wonderful people who always listen to my voice, my content, and also things that concern the Biafran struggle and also the Nigerian country at large. So without not taking much of our time, please, let's go straight into the business of the day. In case you are not subscribed to this channel, endeavor to do that as soon as possible. Turn on the notification button so that you will be notified each time we go first. We go live or we post something new on this channel or any other channel related to Okute Daily Talk. Tighten your seatbelt while we move into the business of this day. Nigerian Air Force rescued 7 Chinese nationals from terrorists in Kaduna. The photos have emerged, as you can see. All these ones are they real Chinese or just fake Chinese? Because their face looks like Nigerian. Special Forces of the Nigerian Air Force, NAF, have rescued 7 Chinese nationals from terrorists in Kaduna State. Okute News understand that the foreigners were kidnapped in June this year at a mining site in Ajata, Aboki, Gumana, ward of Shiroro local government area of Niger State. Look at the people they went to rescue. These illegal miners. If you check them very well now, they don't work with any company. They are illegal miners. And also they have been stealing our mineral resources back to their own country for development, and we are dying here of hunger, starvation, inflation, insecurity, and otherwise. Most of all these ones created all these insecurities in most of our localities to enable them to be doing their illegal mining and other illegal businesses without no interruptions. You went to rescue illegal miners, but your own countrymen have been abducting on daily basis. On daily basis. Each of them must bear themselves. They have set it as a target now. 100 million naira for each head being abducted. Yet, the Nigerian Air Force have not rescued any single one. So this Nigerian Air Force are very active. During the time of Kaduna, Abuja Kaduna train saga, what did they do? Did they rescue one single soul? Instead, when others start to free themselves with the ransoms, when you pay, they free you. When you pay, they free you. The remaining 23, what did they do? Lucky Irabo foolishly and shamelessly went there, kneel down to beg Boko Haram, and they gave them condition of releasing 101 Boko Haram inmates being held in Kirikiri prison in Lagos. And that is the conclusion they reach. 24 hours of freeing the 23 members or 23 victims of Abuja train saga. It's not up to 24 hours. They released 101 inmates, Boko Haram. Confirmed Boko Haram, hardened criminals. Not even releasing them. You know what they do? They have to flew them with the presidential jet from Lagos to Abuja. This is laughable. Now you spend our money, our time, the people we are paying with our tax money to went to rescue illegal miners who have nothing to contribute to this country. The owner of the countries, they are nothing to you people. Can't you see that you people are not telling yourself the truth? They are left you behind. Okute News understand that the foreigners were kidnapped in June this year, at a mining site in Niger State. Many efforts have been made for their rescue until recent direct confrontation of the enclaves of terrorists in Kamfani, Doko, and Waska general area of Kaduna on Saturday. So all these ones now, if these ones are working with the what would I call it? If they are working with the companies, they are working with companies. The company would have come and free them. If they are working for the government would have at least paid their ransom, because I know that is how it will end. Since June this year, this is December. How many months? 8 complete months in custody, and no one cares about them. Now you have freed them and even flying them with our own jet, our own helicopter. Can't you see that this country is not working? Can't you see that this country is either they have empty brain or their brain is congealed? The Director of Public Relations and Information for the Nigerian Air Force Authority, Air Commodore Edward Gabkate, confirmed the rescue the victims in a statement made available to newsmen today. The statement revealed that the combat, search and rescue operation which led to the rescue was carried out under cover of night by the Special Force under the 271 NAF Detachment, Gwari, Kaduna State. According to him, 35 Special Forces operatives were involved in the raid, in which the terrorists fled and abandoned their captives and their weapons after they stormed their camp. He said, in what could be described as a daring and clinical military operation, Special Forces SF, under the 271 Nigerian Air Force Authority Detachment, Gwari, Kaduna State, carried out a rescue operation in the early hours of 17th December 2022, leading to the rescue of 17 Chinese expatriates earlier kidnapped and held hostage by the terrorists. The combat search and rescue operation, which consisted of 35 special forces, was conducted in the cover of the night at Kamfani, Doka, and Waska general areas, leading to the terrorists abandoning their enclaves and weapons and kidnapped Chinese victims while fleeing for their lives due to the superior firepower of the special forces. After the successful operations, the 17 Chinese victims were flown at the 271 NAF Detachment Medical Center for evaluation, where 2 of the victims were stabilized. Subsequently, the 7 victims were flown to the NAF-based Medical Hospital Kaduna for further medical investigations. He added that the Chief of Army Staff, Air Marshal Ola Dayo Amao, has congratulated the commander of the 271 Nigerian Air Force Detachment, Gwari, and his men for their continued determination and commitment, even in the face of danger, as they make an inroad to the final phrase of terrorist enclaves in Kaduna State and the North West in general. This is them, illegal miners who are stealing our mineral resources. They are the one that went to rescue. The prominent Nigerians, they are on their feet. OYO, on your own. Amao said he was proud of what the special forces in Gwari and elsewhere have continued to achieve, and I remain confident that we will soon free all areas of terrorists and their activities. The CAS also enjoined Nigerians to continue to support the armed forces of Nigeria and other security agencies by providing useful information that will lead to the arrest of criminal elements and those supporting them, according to the NAF spokesperson. Bimes, Deborah, Sylvester, where is the justice in Nigeria? Where is the justice for all these people? No justice. Sylvester Oromolo, who died or who they killed in a private school in Lagos, till now that case have died down. One of the case of Deborah, nobody speak about it again. Bimes was raped and killed by a BRT driver. Till this day, that case have died like fire. The atmosphere was shrouded in a clangor of mourning as the remains of Bimes Ayenwola, a 22-year-old who was abducted, raped, and murdered after boarding a bus, a rapid transit in Lagos, where we are laid to rest yesterday, December 16th, at the Atan Cemetery, Yaba, Lagos. As our family members scratched in pain, it was difficult to reach an acceptance of the reality that their daughter was gone. But where is the hope for justice in Nigeria? That is the question that is hanging on the air, and we need answers to this. I remember the story of Bemis and how it ignited flames in Nigeria. There is a common tradition that citizens use social media as a medium to call for justice whenever a crime that sparks public outrage is committed. The people protest online seeking justice for the deceased. Hashtags are birthed, and there is a public furor call for justice reigns the air. But it lasts for a few hours to the day, and it then withers. That is the thing, and that is the problem for Nigeria. They forget. They move on so quickly. That is why all these never do well politicians have been using their brain to drink akam and coconut. Anything that happens, I give you the next 24 hours. Even if they tell you that the half of Nigeria is being bombed, 24 hours to it, people move on to their daily business and forget it. And once they forget it, that is the end. We keep on shouting, October 20, October 2020, October 2020, of the killing of those ones who went to of the massacre of our brothers and sisters who went to protest at the Lekki toll gate. It has been a died and forgotten issue, believe it or leave it. Nobody forget that. Nobody remember it again. People have moved forward. That is Nigeria for you. There is a condemnation and shock expression from politicians. Tension gripped the security agencies for some time. Sometimes they launch an investigation that moves with the speed of a slow lorries. The tempo reduces, and then it finally collapses. Everything goes back to normal, and we forgot about the deceased. As simple as that. The family of the victim gets no justice, and nothing is heard about the case again. And another day, another person is murdered, and justice for the person trends again, and it withers again. And nothing happens, and it continues like that. Another critical example of this is the story of Deborah Samuel, a student of the Shehu Shagari College of Education, who was launched by her colleagues in May of 2022 over a claim of blasphemy. Her body was burned in broad daylight. Her child remains were buried a week ago. A week later, what happened in the aftermath? Nothing happened. It is die and die forever. In August 2022, 3 months later, the Sokoto State Police Command stated this, that it is men, like its men we are still searching for the killers of Deborah. What a ludicrous thing to say. Photos and videos of persons who boasted of killing her littered the internet, with one of them displaying the matchstick with which the deceased was set ablaze. Yet the police could not take action. The students linked to the death of a 12-year-old Sylvester Oromolo, a student of Dowan College, Lagos, were pampered in January 2022. The Lagos state government exonerated them. Dowan College is back and fully floating with academic activities. Have you seen it? The deaths are forgotten. There are just a few cases that we are deprived of justice. There are a plethora of cases all over Nigeria that do not get justice. The deceased will be forgotten, and they never get the justice their peaceful souls deserves. The next president of Nigeria should be intentional about national security and judicial reform. He should be particular about working with the Chief Justice of Nigeria to overhaul the judiciary and reform the system, the justice system. We need to suit a generalist approach to overhauling the police, starting a judicial reform, and tackling the unbearable insecurity in our country. Bemis did not commit a crime by boarding a government-owned bus. Sylvester did not commit a crime by being a boarding school. Neither did Deborah commit a crime, but their lives were clipped, and the least they could get was justice. But this has proven to be impossible in Nigeria's growthy democracy. How glad it has become that the people have even lost trust in the government and security agencies who were employed to do the job of securing lives and property. On the other hand, they turn to destroy life and also destroy the properties. The people have no trust in the police, and they do not trust the judiciary too. They know that the government is fantastically corrupt, and to depend on them for justice is a wild goose chase. Unfortunately, the social media outcry about justice ends up with a little or no impact, because the international community, who's supposed to react to all these things, they are quiet. They are busy looking for crude oil coming from Nigeria. For society like Nigeria that is barren of peace, it is necessary to overhaul its justice system, because the absence of peace and presence of conflict is not unconnected to the absence of justice. Like American author Tessa Hicks wrote, without justice, it is impossible to have peace because they are intertwined. That is all you people need to know about the justice that our souls desires. A justice that our late ones who have been crying for justice all this while, that is what you can do for them. The only thing you can do to them is to give them justice, because they are dead and died and they can never back to this life again. 2023, I don't want any excuses. President Muhammadu Buhari talks to Inec. President Muhammadu Buhari has come out to state clearly that he doesn't want any excuses from the Independent National Electoral Commission (Inec) ahead of the 2023 general elections. According to the president, results were released to Inec in good time to avoid any excuses that might cause a hitch in the smooth conduct of the election late next year. Okute News gathered that President Buhari made this pronouncement on Friday in Washington, D.C. in response to a question on INEC readiness for the 2023 elections at an interactive session titled A Conversation with President Muhammadu Buhari of Nigeria. The Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu, in a statement signed on Saturday, said the event was co-hosted by the United States Institute of Peace, the International Republican Institute, the National Endowment for Democracy, and the International Foundation for Electoral System. According to the statement titled by Yossi, the President noted that INEC has no excuses based on the funds shortage. President Buhari stated that I made sure they were given all the resources they asked for, because I don't want any excuses that they were denied funds by the government. He also revealed in the statement that Nigeria's agricultural revolution created over 13 million jobs in 7 years. 13 million jobs in 7 years. In this Nigeria, that will have over 133 million people in poverty, you created 13 million jobs in 7 years, and people are complaining. You know you are not telling yourself the truth, Bubu. We don't want to go into details, but the truth be told, will really mess up the country full time. Either you do that, or those ones whom you employ to work with you, they are the one that mess up the country big time, because you have no time to checkmate their doings, their day-to-day runnings of the country. Garba Shehu, Femi Adesina, what did they call this one again? Lai Mohammed. These are the people you employ, and they are not qualified to be on that seat. They are not qualified in any way. They are the one that is setting this country backward. Boko Haram, Abubakar Shekau's commanders surrender to troops in Borno State. Fake news. 4 top commanders of the Jamaat's Suna Ade 1 Jihad Boko Haram terrorist group have surrendered to Nigerian army in Borno. The development was confirmed from intelligence sourced by a counterinsurgency expert and security analyst in the Lake Chad region, Zagazola Makama. Okute News gathered that the terrorists identified as Malana Kaid, is this Nigeria? This is not a Nigerian, titled a governor, Abu Daudu Munzel, Modu Yale, commander, and Ben Daska Nakif surrendered on Tuesday to troops of Operation in Hadinkai, patrolling Goza local government area of the state. All the people they call, this one, their name never sound and can never relate to anybody in Nigeria. These are foreigners. According to the source, the terrorists came out from the Sambisa forest where they had been hiding and planning their attacks. The source noted that the insurgents were former commander of Abubakar Shekau's at Nijimaya camp. They had laid down their arms and moved to join Ipob in Lake Chad after the invasion of Sambisa Forest in May of 2021, which led to the death of Shekau. However, the four commanders later denounced Ipob and fled to Sambisa, where they pitched their tents and operated on their own. The Boko Haram commanders, however, surrendered over the fear of being eliminated due to the recent attacks on their camps by the military, as well as rivalry attacks by Ipob. Meanwhile, the theater commander of the operation, Hadinkai, Major General Christopher Musa, has said about 83,000 Boko Haram members have so far surrendered and are currently undergoing rehabilitation at various facilities in Borno State. Musa, while addressing the Yobe State Governor, May Mala Buni, on Friday as part of a tour of command and reformations under his control, said the Nitic and non-Nitic approaches led them to the massive surrenders. The theater commander, who described the operations of the command as a success, said over half of the 3,000 were children who, if they had not surrendered, could be fighters too. He said, God has been very magnanimous to us. We have received a lot of surrendered individuals. We are moving almost 3,000 now. Out of that number, over 41,000 are children. The terrorists are trying to develop a new set of terrorists, their own children, and that would have been very dangerous because, normally for children, when they grow up, and whatever they see is what they copy. So if they grow and think killings is natural, they become very dangerous. The theater commander, who commanded the chief of army staff for his support, said that the military and other security agencies will continue to devise and implement effective strategies to bring terrorism in the region to a speedy end. He added, whatever it takes, whatever it needs for us to have peace, we are determined to achieve that. The Chief of Army Staff has been very, very supportive in all we are doing, and that has made our work much more easier. Let me pinpoint something here. They are very, very busy. They see. Just watch how they sample all these ones now. Even with their hand ties on their back, that they are the Boko Haram who surrendered themselves. Abi? And you take pictures of them and post on the internet. How real is these pictures? That is the question I'm asking you, the militaries, the Air Force, and the rest of them who went on this duty. Does all these faces of military here, does they look like people who went for any mission in Sambisa Forest? That is number two. If you people now show pictures, which I know you always do when you capture anybody, even when you capture Yahoo boys, you will throw their pictures very open to people to see. You people have been going around of telling that you kill, you defeated Boko Haram here, you defeated Ipob here, and you defeated ISIS here without any single pictures. All those audio killings. Why you people are not bringing the pictures to the internet for people to see? Can't you see these people are not telling yourself the truth? Look at the military man there, with the hand inside his pocket, taking picture, posing, and you're telling me that they surrender. Who surrendered to you? People should stop lying to people now. Stop lying to internet. Stop lying to the gullibles. When you do this one now, the next one now, these people will get angry and begin to went to communities, kill people without no reasons. And you want us to believe. This is unacceptable. I mean, it is 100% unacceptable. You people have to do what? Do something about this before it is too late. I rest my case. Let us proceed. Let us take the last but not the least. Our Oga Tunumbu, the Agbado Presido, speaks. Okay, sparks mixed reactions as he speaks on hand sanitizer made from corn. Corn, Corn, The All Progressive Congress APC presidential candidate Bola Ahmed Tinubu has got many people talking over a statement about hand sanitizer being made from corn. Ukuteni reported that the APC chieftain Joe Ibokwe took to his Facebook page to share a video of Tinubu speaking on the term Agbadonomics and how to bring low the high rate of unemployment in Nigeria. In the video, Tinubu, while speaking about the numerous things that can be produced with corn, said he got to know about cornflakes when he traveled to America. He got to know about cornflakes. For how many years? For how long? Nah, more on take am easy now. The former governor of Lagos State also expressed surprise that hand sanitizer is also produced from corn, adding that Nigeria can cover the entire West Africa region with corn production. While Tinubu's statement may seem surprisingly unwired, an article on worldgrain.com and a search on Google show that in the production of hand sanitizers, cornstarch is converted to glucose and combined with yeast to produce ethanol. The video, however, sparked reactions from many Nigerians. Che, Oga Tinubu, we salute you and we do what? We hold you in high esteem. This news is very, very, very short. So let us take one more to make it a very memorable one at that. The Ebonyi State Governor David Umahi have ordered that the caterer who supplied food for the Christmas party held by the government in honor of widows and the elderly in the state be arrested. According to the governor, the caterer's arrest is for the offense of serving poor quality food at the party on Thursday. The caterer was accused of serving food that the cook wouldn't be able to eat and thereby disrespecting the elders. According to Umahi, the caterer will be properly investigated and asked to refund the money spent on preparing the food for the widows and elderly while the party will be done again. The governor said, "We are therefore going to repeat this party as we should celebrate our fathers and mothers well." The Bible enjoins us to honor our fathers and mothers so that our days would be long on earth. Is this the only Xmas that have passed since your reign? Since you have taken over office over 8 years ago? I'm very, very sure that this is not the only December. Why is it now that election is coming so that they will vote for the person you bring to succeed you, and they will also vote for your senatorial seat where you are going to continue the looting? Our Mumu don't do it. Short, talking about the issue of Nigeria now gives me much more concern and it gives me a headache. So I don't want to go into details. Continue enslaving your people. Even enslaving yourself, and you think you are enslaving the people, because at the last day, everybody must receive their own payment at their own coin. I want my days to be long because I have suffered from youth. Inferior quality of materials. Governor Umahi also lamented that the quality of clothes materials shared with the widows and elderly were of inferior quality. That is what you tell them to do now. Stop all this nonsense. Stop all this eye service. We know all these things. You people to give somebody the quality something. I doubt it if this thing happened in Nigeria. He added that such little things that some people overlook are part of what contributes to the agitations in the area. The celebration must be held on December 20 or 21 as anyone who takes what belongs to this category of people is taking trouble, he stressed. We gave the civil servants high quality wrappers and they were happy. The people who supplied those of the civil servants should be ready to supply 10,000 highest quality wrappers to the widows and elders. When I declare that the mode of agitation some people propagated in the zone will be uncontrollable if not checked, people didn't take it serious. But will never be part of any agitation which leads to the killing of our people and unwarranted destruction of property, according to the Mumu Dave Umahi in Ebonyi State. So my dear people, that is where we are going to stop this broadcast. Until I come your way again, I still remain your one and only Okute Daily Talk. As I said earlier, if you are not subscribed to this channel or any other channel related to Okute Daily Talk, please endeavor to do that as soon as possible. Turn on the notification button. Be the first to be notified each time we go live or we post something new on this channel or any other channel related to Okute Daily Talk. So have a nice day and have a nice Sunday. May the Almighty Chukwuobiama guide your footsteps, protect you and preserve you from any evil eye in this festive period. And you will go to your village, see your people, and also back to your base in peace. Have a nice day and bye for now. I love you all. my people. Bye bye, and happy Sunday to you all.